Oh, yay, we're back in the apartment. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sherlock Holmes and the Case of the Silver Earring. Well, I guess welcome back. And happy Valentine's Day. No. Day after Valentine's Day. Happy day after Valentine's Day. Hopefully you had an okay day. Or be like me and spend it alone and sad. I know, I won't be alone. I'm never alone. I have a cat. Hi, Boo! Yeah, my cat has a sweater now. If he ever jumps up here, I'll show it to you. It might be in the next video, but we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. You never know these days. What were we doing? I don't even remember. I'm trying to move him with WASD and I was like, it's not working. That's because this game is stupid. I don't even know what we were doing. Reading. Right, reading! Reading. How could I forget? Reading. Swindle. Oh, my throat is horrible. One sec, I need a gulp of coffee. I tried eating a small cube of feta cheese and it didn't go down well. It tried to kill me. It's still trying to kill me. Our auditors, who special in financial malfeasances, have noted certain irregularities in the book kept from Bromsby Enterprises. In specific, recurrent and increasing diversions of monies have occurred. These misappropriations are trifling amounts compared to the scale of these holdings, but nevertheless, they are still questionable acts. We suspect that the funds were appropriated by H. Grimble to benefit a small company in India, of which he is an owner or shareholder. He may have been preparing for a comfortable and happy retirement there. We sent two of our best men to audit the books to discover if there were any additional irregularities. Until now, there were no results, but should our initial findings be confirmed, Mr. Grimble can say farewell to his position at Bromsby Enterprises and to any related claim to the succession. When I first interviewed Mr. Grimble, we had not yet established these facts, so we did not question him in these points. He did take note that on the night that Mr. H. Fallett was murdered, Mr. Grimble claimed he spent the entire evening at his residence. Since Mr. Grimble is not married and is only resident of his mansion, we have found no one to confirm his statement. Mr. Grimble was familiar with Mr. Fallett and his house, as he visited there several times with Sir Bromsby. The document discovered at Mr. Fallett's home proved that he had been informed by Sir Bromsby of Grimble's financial misappropriations. Here is another item of singular curiosity. Mr. Grimble and Mr. Fallett were quite similar in appearance. Ooh. Intriguing. Wang Jai Jungji J. Report by Inspector Lestrade, 17th of October, 1897. The aggressor, Asian by birth, was identified as a certain Wang J. He is well known in certain undesirable districts and along the docks of the Thames. Wang J was regularly involved in brawls, primarily scuffles with ponces. He was sentenced on 3 occasions for small crimes. According to the authorities from the police station near the docks, he was a debt collector for a local crime band. But for some time he had also been officially employed as the fire thrower in a cabaret act. That seems weird. That had been booked at the old Fairfax Theatre when it was still open. We haven't gained the upper hand yet. Intriguing. Report by Inspector Lestrade, blah 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 blah. With the assistance of official contacts, I managed to gather some elements from the file of Lieutenant Harrington, which will contest the testimony of the latter. Indeed, though he brilliantly performed at the officers' school and received the top honors in every discipline, he was also punished from time to time for a lack of proper respect towards the rule and authority. Thus he found himself assigned to a penal battalion in India. While stationed there, despite his brave acts, he incurred the wrath of the military hierarchy because of his behavior as daredevil. His file indicates that he rashly decided to resign his commission in the active military to join the reserve forces. He then left India to go to South Africa. No doubt the court will be hard-pressed to believe the testimony of a man whose passion gains the upper hand over his reason. Alrighty.
The devil, this mystery darkens.
Does it, Watson?
This investigation provides us with a new
Why is there always a horse whinnying in an apartment?
Read that later.
And birds. Do we just keep animals in there? It's an ark. Is it? We're going to a hunter's house.
It looks like we are in the midst of the Bromsby workers' demonstration.
Why are we going to his house?
Because he's dead.
But we didn't know that.
They say Hunter, they never explain who Hunter is.
Oh, okay.
Here we are, Watson.
I didn't get that.
29
Hunter is the
Strokes
bartender from the party. Lots of
By
cheering.
Jove, if it isn't Sherlock Holmes.
Alley. Hello, Appleby. You're always nearby when there's a whiff of gunpowder in the air, aren't you?
Of course, Mr. Holmes. But what are you doing here? Aren't you working with Inspector Lestrade on the Bromsby investigation?
Yes.
Appleby, I have every reason to believe that the murder of Hunter directly
Yeah, we got
relates
nothing
to
that told
very
us that
case.
there was a murder
May
of
I
Hunter,
ask you
who
to tell
Hunter
me what
was.
you know, and then
That
give
seems
me
so
leave
random
to
that suddenly we're
examine the
here.
scene.
Of course, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah.
What are the facts?
Last
Thank
night
you,
between
Game, for
9
just
and quarter past
going
9,
the other
a fellow
way.
came for me. I was at the pub, which lies a bit further down the lane. He told me that there was the sound of a shot from this bungalow. When we got here, the door was locked. After the landlady got her key, I opened the door. There I saw the dead man lying on the floor.
Copy.
And here we are.
What did you do next?
Well, Inspector Gregson is in charge of the case. He's due to arrive today
Gregson.
to start the official investigation. At least they've removed the body.
I should be drinking out of this mug. Quick, pour my coffee in. No. It would be perfect. Anyway, sorry,
Do you have any further
paying attention.
details about his death?
He was killed by a bullet right through his heart.
I'm like
There
the
was just
dog
one
in Up.
shot.
It's a squirrel.
At first
Squirrel.
glance, it appears to
Squirrel.
have been a small
So yeah, like I
cannibal
should be paying
weapon.
attention to this,
His
but
landlady
nothing.
told me that he was a common fellow with nothing to remark about, no friends to speak of, not even a lady
see that.
friend.
A lonely soul.
A
He has been
lonely
staying here
soul,
for 2
according
years.
to Watson.
The landlady told me he spent most of his time with this
With his
flower garden.
flowers. He
Indeed,
likes
I can't believe
flowers.
that somebody could murder a man because of his hydrangeas.
I don't see any hydrangeas, but sure.
Who has been inside?
Only myself and my assistant
there any
to help with the
hydrangeas?
removal of the body. The
There
landlady
are
made
no
her
hydrangeas.
identification of the man after he was removed and then left
This
for
one?
her sister's.
Yeah, but the leaves are like weird and triangular.
Have you found anything
Yeah.
in the room that points
don't
to the
think so.
murderer?
For the moment, no. When I entered
We're
the
trying to
first
decide
time, the
what
window
type of
facing the
bushes
street
he
was
has.
open. I closed it and secured the shutters as well. It is possible to expect anything with those demonstrators in the streets. Does this advance the investigation of the Bromsby case?
If you could wait for me here, Watson. Could you open the room for me now, Appleby?
I like that greenhouse setup. Look, blood. Are you gonna say blood and then gin? Blood.
It's a trace of human blood.
No kidding, dummy. Do you want the human blood? No. He's a vampire. We want the blood. Paintings of flowers.
Strange sketches.
Why are they strange? They're flowers. Kept flowers.
This is brand new. This is brand new.
This is brand new. This is brand new. Okay.
This is brand new. This is brand new. This is brand new.
Okay.
This is brand new. This is brand
When
new.
did we pick up liquor?
In the pit with the
Oh.
dead guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't care about... Oh, that's your shadow. I thought it was a puddle. I was like, we don't care about the puddle on the floor. We don't care about that. Can't go that way. Books, paint, fire, window.
I need something.
You need something. You always need something. You're so
I need
needy.
something.
Was it a boot mark?
This footstep is incomplete. It is larger than a size 8, but smaller than a 12. Someone used this window to leave.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. Come on, Holmesy. No, come on, let's go. Stop rotating like a weirdo. I can't go this way.
Thank you, Appleby. I have learnt nothing conclusive. Tell me, Watson, would you mind strolling in the garden to wait for Gregson?
Why don't we stroll in the garden? I'm sure there's something useful in the garden.
Nothing of any interest here.
You say as we make a
Nothing of any
potted
interest
plant
here.
disappear.
Pick it up and
Some of these flowers are not from England.
Well, yeah, you totally have parlor palm trees in England. Why is that one so green?
Nothing of any interest here.
Okay. Shovel plants.
What in the name of reason are you looking for, Holmes?
Disembodied
What a
voice of
curious
Watson
small
again.
Several. Watson, we need to
Sorry,
secure
I
the
skipped
item
through all
was
that
pawned
dialogue,
under
'cause I
this
thought the
ticket
plant was
with
gonna come
all due
back.
haste. Could you take care of it? We shall meet this evening at Sherringford Hall.
All right, Holmes.
But I wasn't done looking at plants.
Let us return to Baker
No!
Street.
I'm looking at plants. I want the money. Why can't I have money, Holmes? Ooh, I can go this way. Come on, let's go. Walk. Oh, that's boring. Okay, Appleby, what do you have to say? Oh, I should read that, actually.
At your service, sir.
No! One sec. Oh, I can't read and talk
Thank
to
you, Appleby.
At your service, sir.
Thanks. Where is it? Oh, hey look, something about a murder. Randomly shows up. The Limes, mysterious drama in London. Last night at about 9 o'clock at 29 Strokes Alley, Miss Linford, a peaceful landlady from the Soho district, heard dreadful sounds. Why is there such a space? Coming from one of her bungalows. Overcoming her fears, she asked one of her tenants to call for the police. The first officer on the night's watch, Sergeant Appleby. Sergeant. Didn't mean to say it like that, it just sort of happened. Found the body of the tenant, a barman from Hartford agency named Simon Hunter, dead from a revolver shot. The evidence reveals no motive for his murder, as the young man had neither any valuables nor an impetuous private life. What are you doing? Making noise. Pawn shop. 1 gold exotic jewel. 2 days. Palomino Graziani, owner of the pawn shop. Okay, let's go. Watson. No. How do I get out of here? I thought that was the way out. Is this the way out? How do I get out? Oh, I go to the map.
We must learn the identity of the dead man discovered in the cement factory. Let's examine his belongings.
Yay, playing around with the chemistry set again, probably. Hello? 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 Nope.
A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. I must have a book that speaks about this abbey.
Oh dear. Reading books about abbeys. Thanks.
Richmond's
Encyclopedia.
Abbey. I believe it was built in the 15th century to house an order of Anglican monks. It should surely be there. Let's visit this place, but in disguise. Let's see if this
I thought
place
we
is
were
located
reading
on the
about it,
map.
not going to it. Richmond's Abbey. 15th century building. Cloister of an order of Anglican monks. Large national forest. Oh, joy. Why are we going... Oh, for a second I thought that teacup was in my inventory. It's like this weird little shadowy teacup. I don't want to go to an abbey. It's way over
Let's
there.
visit this place, but in disguise.
In disguise? How do we... disguise? Holmes. Ooh, I can go through this door. Oh!
disguise.
Disguise. That's fun. You still stand like way too prim and proper, Holmes. Look at us. We're fancy in disguise. Okay, I didn't ask you to turn that last time, but... To the Abbey. Yay, Abbey. This doesn't look at all spooky and scary and haunted. Come on, Holmesy. We just knocked without knocking.
Yes, my son?
I am sorry to disturb you, brother, but, well, you see, I have a matter of great importance which led me here, and I'm certain
Speak
that
too
you
proper
may
to
be
be
of
a
help. Well,
pop
I am
into.
looking for my brother. Not a brother like yourself, but rather my brother by birth. He might have joined the order, but I think it is unlikely. You see, he has not always chosen the right path in life. I recently learned that he had had some troubles, and I have been frantic to find him. One of his acquaintances told me that my brother had spoken of Richmond's Abbey. My brother's name is James Little. Perhaps you know of him? If I ask you some questions, would it trouble you? It would at the least help me to learn whether he is here. He is unaware, but recently we received a small inheritance. I think if he were told of this, it would ease his mind and help him put these troubles behind him. This forest is most impressive.
It is very large. If someone were to hide in there, it would be most difficult to find them.
The Abbey produces a fine liquor, doesn't it?
Yes, we distill a liquor that contains medicinal herbs. It does allow us a small income, but it also can attract certain rascals. That's why we are mindful of inquisitive strangers.
Have there been any burglaries?
Oh, we do get the occasional tramp. They sometimes seek shelter in the old ruins that lie in the midst of the forest. They have been known to trespass into our sacred cloister, seeking some sustenance. At least, that is always their tale upon discovery. But it is only the liquor that goes missing.
I like how well you talk while your mouth does the exact opposite thing.
Do you know the way to these ruins?
Many paths lead there. If you are prepared
yay.
for a walk, you may take the path that lies 30 meters in that direction.
That direction, yeah.
Thank you very much,
So
Mr.
helpful.
I mean brother. I would not at all be surprised if my brother is discovered to be the architect of your recent thefts, as he may well be hiding within the forest ruins. Sadly, for some time now, he has suffered from an addiction to strong drink. Please allow me to indemnify these losses on my brother's behalf. I am afraid it will have to come from his share of the inheritance. Goodbye.
Good luck, my brother.
Okay. Yay, we're going this way. Totally gonna get lost in the woods.
Not very engaging.
It's a forest in the rain. Did you expect it to be engaging? Trees. More trees. Oh, is this a break in the path? Oh no. Can I go that way? Oh, I can. This way? This way. I'm gonna go this way. So we went to the right. By a pool. Going past a pond. Let's keep going right. Around a curve.
I am being watched. Take heed. I can go no further.
Okay, so 2 rights does not work. So let's do 1 right, and I guess 1 left. If Mr. Holmesy will come this way. Hello.
What can it be?
What can what be? Oh dear. Let's go right again. 1 right, 1 left, 1 right. Oh, that really threw me off for a second. Right, left, right. Are you actually gonna go that way? Right, left, right.
Is it near there?
Right. I don't know. I don't live here. Right, left, right, right. Oh, I think this is another dead end.
I can go no...
Come on, Holmesy. You run really slowly. Okay, right, left, right, center. Right, left, right, center. Which is the right. Right, left, right. I don't remember anymore. Help, guys. I forgot. Right, left, right, center, right. I feel like I've seen this already. I'm going in circles. I'm going crazy. Right.
I can go no further.
Okay, another dead end. Left.
I can go no further.
Okay. Ooh. Around the tree. Okay, so that just goes back there. Oh, don't do this to me now. I don't know where I am. Jerk of a game. Okay, I'm back here. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I wanted. So I've gone that way, I think. So we're gonna go this way. I think. Oh, okay, that's just back around the tree. This was a dead end, too? Oh, okay.
I smell smoke.
Here to the water? Okay. Was that pot? There's a bottle.
A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey.
Okay. So it was this way. There's the jug. And then it's this way? Right, because it's reversed now. Come on, Holmesy. I'm gonna fail at this part, because Holmesy doesn't like to run. Can't remember. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, because this is now my right turn. Come on, Holmesy! Here. No, because this was our left. Okay. And then here's the pond. We'll run it once more, and I want to write it down, and then it'll be the opposite on the way when I come back. Okay. Did I go the right way? No, I didn't. It's because it changes view, and then it looks... Arrgh. I hate poorly made games. It mostly just depends on him. There's Jug. And then Narrow. Well, I'll save it and try. Oop, 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 oop. Stop! Whew. Gee whiz, buddy. This one. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try it.
Alright, go forward to the front.
Quick, some water to douse this fire, else we lose precious evidence.
Okay, whoops. Okay, and then this way, right? Because it's his right. Come on, Jug, 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 Jug. Jug! 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 And then it's this one. Come on! I'm just like madly clicking, but he's not running. And then his right again for the next one. What? This one? Okay. Yeah, it's his. Oh, I'm on this one. Oh no. This one? Okay. I was like, I think I have the right, because then around the tree. Come on, Sherlock, I want to get there by halftime. Halftime! And then it's his right. Yeah. Oh, this is stressful. Come on! Bucket. Come on! Okay, so I need to go left. And then I need to go right. Keep going right, Sherlock. Alright, and then up here. And then this is the part where I might mess up because it's center, which is this one. And then it's gonna throw me off. And then narrow path. Come on, buddy. Time is of the essence. And then, no, keep going. You think that he would just automatically run in this situation?
If I am to find any evidence, I must put out this fire immediately.
Put it out! I like how it's raining. That was stressful. But we did it! First try, extra time, we beat you.
My word, I can't see
Wow.
anything.
One bucket from way up there.
All these papers were gathered and burned. I need to find evidence somewhere else.
Oh. Blood?
I can't see the stain properly to identify it.
Footprints.
My word, I can't see anything.
Ugh, you never can. Light the friggin' candle then.
Ah, now I see better. I need something.
No, I wanted you to measure the steps. As you step all over all of the evidence. What a great detective he is. Oh, and now you're kneeling in it?
Ink. It is not English, and it fell on the floor maybe 2-3 days ago.
I wasn't even looking at that.
A bottle of liqueur from the Richmond Abbey. Someone has slept
He
here.
doesn't even want to look at the good evidence. That back. Okay, we're going this way. Dummy. Oh good, we're gonna get lost in the sewers. This happened to me earlier today. Not these sewers, but... Oh, my hand does something.
I need something.
Knife.
Ah, I was positive. It moves. Very interesting. These letters are faded and illegible.
But we
This
did get
ink
this
is
letter.
not made in England.
I don't know how you can tell that, but sure. I've always tried to avoid boredom in any possible way. First it was just a few rounds with my fellows, then the alcohol, all the time, alcohol, all the time, all the time, all the... Read them hundreds of times, enough. My story is worth as much as another story. I've got nothing to be ashamed of, nothing. I was ruined and misunderstood. This swine enjoyed success in his life because of my mother's money, but half of this money, held by him, must be given back to me according to all that is right. Absolutely, your honor, half. And I wasn't going to let myself so easy when you are so far away, and when you dream owing to him I would be able to never more to this cursed foul continent. Shades of the devil? I was told about it at school when I was quite small. Shades of the devil. Yes, certainly, they are demons. They whisper sweet words into your ear. They listen to you and make promises to you. They say that they will help you when you are down, but no. They help you to rise only so that they can lead you to help. They lifted me, one under each arm, but when I bade them cease in the midst of their prattle, I then heard the sound of their demon wings. Demons! I haven't done this on purpose, I swear. I'm sure he knew, but why would he have money? It is certain, Your Honor, they... And it ends. Intriguing.
Someone knelt here often. How curious.
How curious. Can I measure these footprints, you dummy? Nope, we don't care about these ones. Guess I can put this away. Anything? No. So, can I measure these footprints? Ooh, maybe. Yes, I can.
Footsteps. Size 10. I should leave this forest and join Watson at Sherringford Hall.
Okay. Sounds good. Now I gotta remember how to get out of here. Past the pond. Past the really creepy trees. This way. This way. Look how it's raining. Okay, then we need to take a right. Just watch now, after completing that, I will get totally lost in this forest. Although I'm going the right way, because there's this tree. Yes, there we go. Got it. Sherlock, you're not being very useful. Come on. Alright, and then it'll be this way, I think. Yeah, this is looking right. Look at that, using me big brain to accomplish things. Leaving shoe prints everywhere. Okay, we're going to Baker Street.
Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Oh, never mind. We're going to Sherringford Hall. Watson. What's up, Watson?
Oh, Dr. Watson. Beg pardon for imposing on you, but I must get a message to Inspector Lestrade, and...
He is just inside, and I am sure that he would be most eager to assist you.
No, it would be better if he would hear this from you rather than myself. The present situation requires me to be elsewhere. Please be good enough to tell Inspector Lestrade that I renounce any rights to the succession. Also, I will not be at my offices. I would not wish him to waste time looking for me there. Goodbye. And I thank you for your kind assistance, Dr. Watson.
You just let him leave? It's a really useless assistant. Watson, you're useless. Hey, Lestrade, you should really change your suit. I mean, all of you should really change your suits.
I was upstairs and I could have sworn I just saw that blasted scoundrel Grimble through the window.
Yes, you are right. But you have no chance of catching him now. He has run away as if the very devil himself
maybe
were
if you
after him.
weren't stupid.
It is not the devil that's after him, but myself. He would fare better if it were the devil on his trail.
He gave me a message for you, Lestrade. He said he renounces any rights to the succession.
What do you say? This is astonishing news. This will not prevent me from finding him. I want to know how it so happens that a dead man is found in a building to which only Grimble is known to possess the keys. By the way, where is our great detective? Oh, here he comes
Sounds a lot
now.
like Anderson. If you've ever watched BBC's Sherlock, he has the same, like, annoying
Hello,
voice.
gentlemen. What were you discussing?
Grimble has renounced all possible rights to the succession of Bromsby Enterprises.
But that does nothing to alter the fact that he is the ideal guilty party. Sir Bromsby had very important news that he intended to announce on the day of his death.
Oh, your voice,
What if this surprise
Lestrade.
news was the ouster of Grimble,
It's
and
grating.
Bromsby's intent to name his own daughter to succeed him? Do you think something otherwise, Holmes?
Probably.
No, it is nothing. May I ask you a question, Lestrade? Would it be possible to keep this new information about Grimble from Miss Bromsby, but for a few days?
It's a deuced odd request, but I presume that you must have your reasons. I will do my best to keep this information private till the day after tomorrow.
Thank you, Lestrade. By the way, I would like to speak with Miss Bromsby. Where can I find her?
I do believe she's with her faithful knight in her sitting room. This gentleman never, so to speak, leaves her side. If this story spares them any further pain, no doubt they will soon be renowned as
What
the
was
most
that?
beautiful couple in London.
You are not
I'm
the
trying
one
not to think
talking,
about
Holmes.
it, but my
Why?
heart feels heavy that I may have been an instrument of their
I
sorrow.
feel like they accidentally
By the
switched
way,
to
my brother
talking.
Mycroft has answered one of my letters.
See, now he's talking.
And his information seems to be most interesting. You can look at it if you would like. I have had a copy made for you.
Oh yay, I have a paper to read. Kalidasa Abyss. Abyss? Dear Sherlock, with time of the essence, here is the information I managed to gather. W&G Company was founded by Joseph Grimble and his partner Raymond Waters. The majority of the capital was provided by Waters, who was the son of a wealthy ship owner. When J. Grimble died in 1886, his shares were passed according to his will to his partner, Mr. Waters. The business of the Kalidasa Abyss is one that we as British people are loath to remember. In the entire history of colonization, we have played falsely with the image we claim for ourselves. The truth of this murky business is still protected by the military authorities, so I possess but a small portion of the facts in this matter. Because of the Kalidasa Abyss, the supply convoys of the garrisons from the northwest of Bombay had to make long detours. A decision was reached to construct a bridge over the abyss. The construction was entrusted to a contractor who enjoyed strong support within the military echelons, a Mr. Melvin Bromsby. Bromsby committed to perform this task in a time frame that many specialists considered extremely ambitious, given the difficulties associated with the location and other practicalities. The abyss was situated in the middle of a jungle, located in a distant and isolated place. A battalion was assigned to assure the security of the construction efforts. That would take several months. One of the officers from this battalion was Captain Lowry. Whoa, we found a spelling mistake! Woo! From the beginning, nothing went right with his project. They talk of how poor the soil proved to be and the recurring accidents. The remains from ritual sacrifices were found at the bottom of the abyss, which caused fear in the superstitious Hindu workers. There was also the presence of a man-eating tiger nearby and other exotic mysteries. Thus, in the next few weeks, the construction suffered considerable delays. At the start of the second month, the officers in charge of the battalion asked to be retained in their role of supervision, regardless of their personal hardships with this assignment. The command in Bombay supported the request, as it was a great opportunity to economize on the costs of construction, which were considerable. Then, the officers asked for men from the nearby villages and towns to strengthen the team on site. The soldiers following the convoys complained that large barriers barred their view of the site and prevented assessment of its progress. They were also denied passage beyond the enclosures. They further noted that although they brought workers to the site, they had never escorted any from the place and back to their homes. They were also deeply concerned that they could not identify the source of an unbearably foul stench that surrounded the work site. Some people claimed that they had fallen ill merely from breathing the smoke from the invisible fire that came from the impenetrable mound. The construction was eventually completed on or near schedule, but an inconceivable number of Indian families still do not know what happened to their husband, father, son, or brother. They left one day to build this bridge, never to be seen or heard from again. This music really does not fit with the tone of this letter. One of the officers, Captain Lowry, tried to reveal the truth that everyone preferred to be left unknown. He was abandoned by his superiors and his comrades. He wanted to leave Bombay and applied for the post of the principal at a penitentiary in Italy. It occurs frequently with non-commissioned officers, as there is no better director than a former officer of the British Army. Everyone knows it, and is envious because of it. But the army refused to grant him leave. They threatened him with charges of desertion if he left the Indian Territory. They must have been afraid that one day he would reach England and find attentive ears for a story which must not be told. He died ill and alone, and here is a strange request for a soldier of the British Army. He asked to be cremated in the Indian manner. This last request was in fact refused by the army. All of his property was bequeathed to the military orphanage, Barami in Bombay, in hopes that the information shall prove helpful. Good luck, Mycroft. Okay. So some suspicious things going on in India. Alright, Holmesy. We cannot run inside. And yes, his name is now Holmesy. Oh.
I hear laughter coming from the powder room.
Do you? Oh boy, not laughter. I think I'm in the right room. I don't know. Is this the powder room? Oh, yes it is. Hello. You guys just hiding back here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Holmes. James has just been showing me the photographs from his hunt.
Oh, but I wasn't the only hunter.
Making
My
you
respects,
laugh?
Miss Bromsby. Hello, Lieutenant. If I could have a look... I must say, this is quite a handsome specimen, but it is surprising how light it appears.
That bull weighed near 1,000 stones.
No, beg pardon. I was referring to your portfolio.
That is but
We're all
another
laughing
souvenir
really
of my
creepily.
travels to Africa.
I came here specifically to inform you that everything goes well with the case, Miss Bromsby. But I need to ask you a question of a more personal nature. If the Lieutenant would be so gallant as to give us a moment of privacy.
Your servant, Mr. Holmes. I will retire to the smoking room.
Yes, we have powder rooms, we have smoking rooms, we have office rooms, we have ballrooms, we have kitchen rooms.
I should
Many
reveal one
rooms.
of my hints. Does this photograph belong to you?
Yes, it's mine. This is the photo of an actress who was with their touring London company. They gave a performance at the town near my boarding school in Switzerland. This is Miss Davenport. She was kind enough to meet with us in her dressing room after the show.
And how would you describe this actress?
Oh, she was
What does she
fascinating,
have to do
on the
with
stage
this at
and in
all?
life as well. She personally inscribed this likeness for me. You see, they were available for purchase during the intermission. She was so very beautiful.
Pray, continue.
When I met with her, she showed me this beautiful earring that she wore.
Oh,
It was
an
in the shape
earring,
of a wave
finally.
with foam.
I mean, it's not like the game is called Case of the Silver Earring or anything.
Strange, but I have never talked about this with anyone till now. I do hope I see her again someday.
Perhaps. Now, listen to me, my dear child. I must ask you to speak to no one about our conversation, not under any circumstances. The discovery of the truth rests on your silence. I've got to go now.
Cryptic.
I understand.
I have no idea what that conversation had to do with anything. Do you?
This lieutenant seems a very commendable person. Miss Lavinia is fortunate to have him near. Lestrade was saying that he has found more evidence of Grimble's trail. The corpse we found at the cement factory may well have been an accomplice and the true murderer of Sir Bromsby.
Nothing of this is
Grimble
probably
could have
right.
easily obtained an invitation for him to the reception. Then, some time after
'Cause
the
Lestrade
deed was
is
done,
never right.
Grimble eliminated his accomplice
never
to
know.
prevent his speaking. Or perhaps not. Yeah, whatever are you musing about,
Nobody's
Holmes?
talking that Lestrade said he
Holmes?
found evidence.
What is it, Watson?
Blast it, Holmes! You haven't heard a word that I have said.
It is of no
Sometimes feel
consequence.
like that.
tell me.
When
have
I'm
you had the
talking to my
opportunity
sister.
to redeem the
Carrying on
item
the
with
conversation,
receipt
then
we
I'll
found
ask her
at
something. She'll be
Hunter's?
like, "What?" And I'll
Oh,
be like,
yes,
"Thanks."
it was a simple matter.
Makes me feel like a very
In order to
valuable
get the
person.
best price,
Why am I
Hunter
having a
agreed
top
to
angle?
redeem the item
What is
within
this
2 days'
game?
time. Look, these
Oh,
appear to be
what?
real diamonds.
Who does that? Diamonds. Where did we get these from?
Pawn shop.
Oh. See, I wasn't paying attention. Whoa, shiny.
It's an earring.
It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire,
Oh,
let's
no
our
summarize findings. That means a
the
quiz.
questions should be answered yes or no, and justified by the
hate quizzes.
evidence or testimony
Yes, we know.
received during
The
the
leader of the thugs who
investigation.
attacked Holmes directly connected to the case. Notes. Revolves Ponce's. He a debt collector for a local band. He's also a fire thrower. Yeah, so yeah, because he worked at the old thingamabob. Yeah. We say the person who killed Simon Hunter is skilled with weapons. How would I know that? I have nothing on his actual death telling me about him. Evidence reveals no motive for his murder. Young man, either any valuables. Looking for blue. Oh, blue. Oh, maybe what's his face said something. Applebee. Press 9. Sound of a shot from this bungalow. Door locked. Landing got a key. Open door. Man lying on floor. Here we are. Further details about death. Killed by a bullet right through his heart. One shot. First glance to be a small caliber weapon. Yeah, so you'd have to be fairly skilled to probably pull that off. Ruins near Richmond Abbey, a common haunt for wanderers. Yes. Because we talked to him about that. Can that writing on the message found in the ruins be the same as that on the previous document? Well, here's the ones from the... Oh no, that's what's his face's. Which looks very, very crazy. And which one are we comparing that to? What?
Whenever the alcoholic itself is not evidence, you just have to find 2 documents that have the same writing.
Oh, so it'd be that one. Yes. Do we have another one that... What did this one look like? No, that one's really fancy. That one's fancy. Hey! That one had the same text. That one's too nice. That one's the one. Oh, this one. There. What?
Answer the question.
Yes, I'm answering the question. Is it easy for a retired British officer to find work in as a prison warden above? No. Okay.
Read that one again.
It's easy for a retired English officer to find work as a prison warden abroad. No, because he applied to Italy and then he didn't get it.
Yeah, that was him. That specific one. What did it say about prison wardens in general?
Oh, it occurs frequently with non-commissioned, so yes. Okay.
It is simplicity itself,
Ha!
Watson. We have
First
answered all the
try!
questions.
I am brilliant. Hurry up, Lestrade. Let's go.
Hello, Watson.
Hello,
Good morning, Lestrade.
Anderson.
You are an early riser.
Good morning, Lestrade. You look really tired. You must have had a lengthy meeting with the minister.
But hold on, how on earth could you know that, Holmes?
Not one of these.
I can
How
read
could you
you
know
like
that,
an
Holmes? We've
open
heard this
book.
far too many times. Don't tell us how you know.
I jest with you, gentlemen.
It's not the proper time for jesting, Holmes. But upon my word, how did you find out about the minister? I was assured that only 3 or 4 persons at most had knowledge of this meeting.
Oh, I would rather withhold my explanation.
Of course
So
you
you
would.
must be
I
aware
mean, that's
of the
nice.
subject of the
I'd
meeting.
rather not hear you.
Indeed, but Dr.
talk.
Watson knows nothing of these events.
That's because he's dumb.
Well, our incorruptible yet ever practical minister shared the thoughts of the Chancellor of the Exchequer with me. They've decided that it would be most imprudent, given the crisis we're under, for a young lady, barely 18 years of age, to take control over one of the country's 3 biggest building enterprises.
I begin to understand, but
According to the
You look
minister,
really short
despite
in
his
this
bad
shot,
habits due to
Watson.
the lack of consideration for his
Tiny
partner,
person.
Grimble is the only
Especially your
individual
head.
that the council has
Why is
faith
your
in
head
to
so
reverse
tiny?
the
The
current
table is
state
not
of the
that
Bromsby
wide.
Holdings. It was further explained
This is
to me
not a
that if
perspective
there is
shot
a
from
choice
The
to make in the
Hobbit.
direction of my investigation, and lacking any new evidence to the contrary, I must take these concerns into account.
Must
this
you?
is outrageous.
And you, Lestrade, what are your personal thoughts on the matter?
I really can't say, Holmes. The prospect offered by Grimble seems so attractive. He had credible motive to murder Bromsby and then foul it. In addition, he was the only individual with apparent access to the shed at the cement factory where we discovered the corpse of his presumed accomplice. However, the only gadfly to this theory is his statement to Dr. Watson when he clearly renounced all rights of succession.
That is an item of singular curiosity.
It is difficult for me to believe that a man who could plan and execute 2 or 3 murders with such cool presence of mind would give up an opportunity of this magnitude so easily. I also have spent sufficient time at Sherringford Hall to have a high opinion of Lieutenant Harrington.
I agree with you. This young man, by all accounts, has an unimpeachable
This
character.
video is
I have
going
no
to
evidence
get
to cast doubt on the
demonetized
truthfulness
because
of his
this
testimony.
music.
We reconstructed the crime, and it was evident from where he stood he could easily see Miss Bromsby despite the crowd. Really, Holmes, I'm not a man who would hand over an innocent girl to the executioner, even should it cost me my career.
I am pleased to hear you say this, Lestrade. By the way, Lestrade, have you any knowledge of the place known as Aston's Theatre?
Is it that shabby theatre that lies near the bank of the Thames?
Yes.
talking about
Several
theatres
weeks
again.
ago, it was acquired by the Fairfax Theatre Company. Their international tour
really just
appears
want
to have
them to
been
shut
most
up so I can
successful,
end this
as they are
episode.
set to open their new play in a week. Dwight Richards happens to be
Dwight
their
Richard.
director.
I don't know who that is.
You mean the author of the
Just-
threatening letter that we found
Oh,
on Bromsby's desk?
Okay.
I must admit,
It's like
I thought the letter
you
to
keep
be of
throwing
small
names around. I have
consequence.
no idea who
After
they
all,
are.
It involved a matter
Thanks
from
for
so
telling
long
me
ago.
this time, game.
Sometimes old wounds are the most painful. In fact, we are leaving for Aston's right now.
Are
I
we?
know that you're quite busy, but if you feel like joining us, meet us at noon.
We're leaving right now, but meet us at noon. No, I'm not doing this right now, Sherlock. I'm ending. That's it. So thank you for joining me in Sherlock Holmes in the Case of the Silver Earring. See you next time. Goodbye.